This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Well, we live in a world of, you can find anything on the internet now. You can learn how to do anything pretty much on the internet now. And we've got a lot of do-it-yourselfers. But sometimes there's still a really good reason why you want to ask a professional. We've got Casey Neves joining us with the Parker Group. And I think especially when it comes to the world of real estate, where things seem a little nebulous. People maybe think, oh, I can just read about this. I can do it. Why do I need a real estate agent? But you've got the answer to that question.
Right. So studies actually show that real estate pros like myself are able to gather sellers like 3% more on their sale price. So that's, let's say for a $400,000 home, that's $12,000 in their pockets from hiring a pro. And what we're able to offer you is not only the negotiations, helping you present the offers, but it's from the start. You know, prepping your home so it looks almost like move-in ready for those buyers, and making sure it's picture perfect, because believe it or not, just like those pictures from middle school, it's going to last on the internet forever. So you want to make sure that you're putting your best living room forward. And so we are there from every start picture to the end of when we celebrate with you on closing day, and hopefully putting as much money as possible back in your pocket.
Well, and I think too, with how strong our phone cameras are these days, a lot of people think, oh, I'm a photographer. And yeah, the camera is better, but I think so much goes into good staging of a home. When you post your home online for sale, all of those photos for your website, if it doesn't look good, people don't want to come check out your house. And you guys are the pros at that too, of making sure a home looks sellable. So what are maybe some of the ways that you guys are pros in that, or maybe some of the common mistakes that you see people make, and part of the reason why they should just leave it up to the pros?
Well, you got it right. The first one is the iPhone, the hand in the mirror picture. Oh gosh, cringeworthy right there. But we have an in-house whole marketing team, and that includes a photographer. So not only is the photographer coming out to your house, I'm there with you, saying, you know what, we're going to move that shower curtain a little bit this way, make sure it's fully closed. Just those small details really do stand out. Pictures are wonderful, and that is what most buyers are searching the internet for, but we do floor plans for you. So when those buyers come through and go, is my huge sofa going to fit in this living room, we can get you the dimensions at a snap of a finger, because we already have done the hard work of getting the floor plan for you. We know where the primary is in conjunction with the living room and how the house is laid out. And then we also do a virtual tour for you and drone footage, because believe it or not, everyone thinks the Delaware and Maryland, they have this beauty in this picture of what it looks like, but they found out it's right next to something they don't want to live next to. So we have those drone footage, and it's really essential so that buyers are getting all the information and sellers are putting their house in the best light and marketed to the right buyers.
Well, I think that transparency is something that you guys at the Parker Group not only really value, but it's something that you put into play all the time. And I think from a buyer's perspective, from a seller's perspective, that transparency is everything.
Oh, it absolutely is. We don't want to leave any questions unanswered. When the sellers are selling their house, we want everything from the seller's disclosures to the pictures to be out there for buyers, because in a world where you can get everything on a click of a button, we want to make sure that you have all the information so that we are giving you and putting forward the best negotiations. We're walking through with a house that the buyer really wants and the seller is fully aware. We have pre-listing home inspections for sellers. So they're in control. They're kind of in the driver's seat of, I know what condition my home is in and what I have to do to make it really sell ready. And so we really make the transparency piece to it as open as possible.
Yeah, and that's huge. I think both, again, buyers and sellers really, really appreciate that when they go with you guys at the Parker Group. So, and not to mention, then you don't have to do the hard work that Casey was talking about. Leave it to these guys. They'll make sure that it is selling ready. And so if somebody is maybe in the process of getting ready to start those beginning steps of selling a home, Casey, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you guys at the Parker Group if they're like, you know what, I need some help?
Yes, and we are here. No question is silly. Even when we just did the tax reassessment, I had people calling me, help us. How do we value our house from 3 years ago? We're here to answer that question. It's free of charge.
Breathe.
Yes, calm down. We're here to answer should I put in a new pool? What value does that add to my home? How can I sell it in 15 years? Well, that's a question I might have to look into a little bit, but studies have shown here's what you could sell your house now that you have an in-ground pool. You know, just being able to answer those questions for the sellers. So if you have any questions, you can always reach me at my cell phone number, which is 757-345-9760, or you can always email me, which is Casey.Neves@theparkergroup.com.
Fantastic. Well, Casey Neves with the Parker Group, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for what you guys do within the community and holding everybody's hand when it comes to selling a home, buying a home, and everything in between.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
Of course. We've got more Coast Life coming your way, though, so stay right there.